afternoon, everyone, and namaskaram to all. Today, we are here together to continue our Prabodhini webinar series, and we have reached Parva-4, fourth episode of this webinar series. I welcome you all to this series, today's webinar, and first of all, let us bow our head before the lotus feet of Lord Dhanvantari and start with Dhanvantari Vandana.
नमामि धन्वन्तरिं आदिदेवं सुरासुरे वन्दित पादपद्मम् लोके जरारुकभयमृत्युनाशम् दादारमीशम् विविधौषधीनां धन्वन्तरिं रमानाथं सर्वरोगनिवारकम् आयुर्वेदप्रवर्तारम् वन्दे पीयूषदायकम् सर्वे जनाः सुखिनो भवन्तु सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
Perfect. Om Dhanvantare Namaha. So, a very warm welcome to today's session of Prabodhini webinar series. We have reached Parva-4 of this series. I am very glad to say this, that till now, till today, you all have participated in Prabodhini webinar very efficiently, very actively, and I expect all the members will be with us in further episodes also. So before going to today's webinar, let me introduce a little about our Prabodhini webinar series. So it is organized by Shri Babu Singh Ayurvedic Medical College and Hospital, Farooqabad, UP. As we know that Ayurveda is the science of ancient knowledge which is inherited by our sages, and of course it is designed in the form of shlokas and formulations, so many things which are written in Sanskrit and ancient languages, which in today's world we are unable to understand easily. So we need a guide, a teacher to make us understand all of this. So this science, it is our effort to make this science easily available to all of you. And of course, all your doubts and all your queries we will be solving with us, with our guides, with our teachers. And their immense knowledge we will be trying to pass to all the members of Ayurveda. So, Prabodhini webinar series, our patron is Dr. Shailendra Yadav, Chairman, JS Group, co-patron Dr. Sunita Yadav, Director, JS Group, and our convener Dr. G.K. Srinivasa sir, our principal sir. The organizers of Prabodhini webinar series, Dr. Niharanjan Mahanta, Associate Professor, Department of Panchakarma, Dr. Srinas B.S., Assistant Professor, Department of Panchakarma, Dr. Gaurav Sharma, Assistant Professor, Department of Shalya Tantra, and of course me, your host, Dr. Pritimai Sahu, Associate Professor, Department of Kai Chikitsa. We all 4 people are the organizers, but you all know that it is incomplete without you people. So you all are the organizers, you all are the main members, you all are the main channels of our Heart of Prabodhini webinar series. Prabodhini webinar series we started on 25th April 2023. We have already completed 3 parvas of this series and we have reached to Parva-4 today. So let me tell some rules and regulations which should be known to all the participants, that registration is mandatory to join the webinar. Registration is done through filling the Google Forms provided in the link. After filling in the Google Forms, you have to Zoom forms we are providing this time. So Zoom forms you have to join the WhatsApp group Prabodhini through the link provided, as all the further proceedings will be intimated in the group. On successful submission of the forms, you will get a confirmation mail containing the Zoom meeting joining link, and you can join the webinar through that link. Your name and email ID in the Google form should be correct, because it will be used in your e-certificate. So please, everybody, it is my kind request, please fill in your names and email ID correctly in the Google form. The e-certificates will be provided to all the participants attending the webinar more than 45 minutes. Dear participants, 45 minutes is the initial time which you have to give at least to us, because it is our effort to provide the main theme of the topics will be in the first 45 minutes only. So if you are attending this period, you will get the maximum knowledge in that time. So please, attendance is compulsory for e-certificates. You will get your e-certificates through email ID registered with us within 7 working days, and thus there is no need to share your email ID during the webinar series. Thank you so much. I hope all the members, all the participants who are present here will follow the rules, all the rules and regulations, and will maintain discipline during the webinar. And taking the proceedings further, I would like to invite our Dr. Priyanka from Prasuti department, because today's webinar is from Prasuti department. So Dr. Priyanka will be taking this program further forward. And of course, I will welcome Dr. Priyanka. So she will give a brief intro about our today's guest speaker, Dr. Mamata Kumari Swain, who is personally my teacher also from Utkal University. and now she is in Desh Bhagat University, Punjab. So I will invite Dr. Priyanka to carry the program forward. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Dr. Priyanka Singh, Assistant Professor, Department of PDSR, welcoming you all for webinar Prabodhini series Parva-4 on the behalf of Department of PDSR. Today's topic of webinar is management of Acharana Yonivyapad with a special reference to Yonikandu, which is vulval pruritus. So today we have our respectable guest speaker, Dr. Mamata Kumari Swain, Professor in HOD PDSR from Desh Bhagat University, Punjab. Ma'am has done her MD from Gujarat University and completed her PhD from Utkal University, Bhubaneswar. She has done 25 research papers and more than 25 seminars and CME she has attended. So now I would like to request ma'am to start the lecture. Thank you.
Thank you to all. Good afternoon to one and all. Dear friends, warm greetings to all of you who are present here. First of all, I would like to thank to the principal sir, Srinivas sir, and director Sunita Jadhav, Dr. Sunita Jadhav, and the chairman Dr. Sailendra Jadhav sir, and the organizer of this seminar of Shri Babu Singh Jai Singh, Ayurvedic Medical College, Farukabad, UP, for giving me this wonderful opportunity to speak on the topic that is management of Acharana Yonivyapad with special reference to Yonikandu. Ayurveda is a complete science of life. Ayurveda is a complete science of life which is having 8 main branches. Among the 8 branches, Komaravutya is very important according to Kashyapa, which includes the pathophysiology and management of the non-pregnant, pregnant women and children. As it is mentioned by Acharya Charak, for a successful fertilization, the normal reproductive system is essential, and if the genital tract is abnormal, then it will not accept the sperm, and that leads to infertility and will cause many diseases. Therefore, it is necessary to keep the genital tract healthy for getting healthy offspring. The main purpose of life is to achieve our 4 goals, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, and in total depend upon the offspring. That is why Acharya have told that the woman is the root cause of progeny, so she must be protected. The ladies, though are suffering from various diseases as males suffer, there are some specific diseases which are invading only to the female. They are the disease of the breast, puerperal diseases, disease of the genital organ, or Yonivyapad. what is yoni? The word yoni really that is derived from the Sanskrit word yu means to join or unite, which is suffixed by ni to form the word yoni. The word yoni means the place of union or contact, or the birth passage for the child, or the passage where the menstrual flow comes. And Vyapat means disease, injury, affliction, or derangement. So, Yonivyapad means which hurts the reproductive system, afflict the reproductive power, and bring the dissatisfaction in the sexual action that is known as Yonivyapad. Then etiology, what is the cause of the Yonivyapad? Really, generally, ancient Acharya have been stressed that the vitiation of dosa are the main and important factor in a disease production phenomena, because they are only the causative factor for vitiation of other bodily elements like dhatu, mala, and srotas. The derangement dosa are capable of progressing through some successive stage like sanchaya, prakopa, prasara, etc. to complete the process of samprapti. Vata dosa play an important role in disturbing the balance and vitiating the tissue and the other organ of the body along with the other dosa due to internal and external causes. The general etiological factor of Yonivyapad follow the same principle. The somatic and psychic factor, including the exogenous causes, are responsible for the cause of different type of Yonivyapad. Charak, Susruta, Bagbhata, three Acharya have suggested that the impairment and imbalance of Vata and other dosa, which otherwise maintain the health, are responsible for vitiation of dhatu, mala in the body and involving the srotas, also the other organ. Charaka very clearly mentioned that mithyacharana taha strinam pradushta artavena cha jayante bija dosa cha daiva cha srunuta pruthak. It is very beautiful and very clear-cut sloka that will be the cause of almost all the gynecological diseases. So, Charaka is telling mithyacharana taha strinam pradushta artavena cha jayante bija dosa and daiva. Mithyachara, artavadushti, bija dosa, and daiva are the main causative factor for the creation of the disease. But Susruta is telling Praburdha linga purusha jo atyartham upasevate rukhya durbala balaja tasya vayu prakupyati. Here also he is telling, I will tell afterwards slowly, Praburdha linga purusha and rukhya durbala bala. Excess of everything is bad. So that should be mention everything in our sadbruta or dinacharya, rutucharya, everywhere there is description how to maintain our life. Bagbhata is telling, again, Maharshi Bagbhata is telling, Visamasthanga sayana brusa maithuna sevani dushtartava apadrave bija dosena daivata. Bagbhata is telling, dusta bhojana. Again, another wonderful thing he is described that apadravya and bija dosa and daiva. Most of the acharya are telling everything that are same, but what is mithyachara? The word achara means the entire mode of living, the principle The principle of dietetics and regimen, including good conduct, are concerned with the maintenance of the positive health. Mithyachara means imbalance, maintenance of all the above factors in terms of diet, regimen, and a code of conduct. Mithya ahara, improper diet. Really, what are the disease is due to imbalance in diet, ahara and bihar. So these diet directly or indirectly affect the reproductive system through dosa prakop. Some of the diet directly provocate vata dosa through their laghu, katu, rukhya, sita, khara property, while some they are madhura, snigdha, guru, sthira, pichila guna aggravate the kapha, which obstruct the movement of nutrient material in the body by means of marga avarodha or abarana. So vata prakapa will take place. In turn, vata prakapa will take place because the pelvic organ is the place of apana khetra, that is apana khetra. So vata prakapa will take place. Pitta may be aggravated through the ushna, tikna, amla, saru, sara, katu property and causes the hypercatabolic activity leading to dhatu kshaya, and that also responsible for vata prakopa. Thus, vata in one or other way will be getting involved and may affect the reproductive system in the female, leading to Yonivyapad. Mithya vihara, improper conduct. Under this mode of living, the activity of the body and mind both are concerned. Both are concerned. These sense faculty together with the mind get vitiated by excessive utilization, non-utilization, and wrong utilization of the sensory organ and object are concerned. According to Susruta, when a man having rukhya body or weak constitution or very young woman indulges.
Hello, ma'am.
Huh?
Ma'am, please rotate your mobile so it will be full screen. You can just rotate your mobile. Hello?
According to Susruta, when a man having rukhya body or a weak constitution or very young woman indulges excessive coitus with a man having overdeveloped penis, then her bayu get aggravated, and due to rupture or injury to the vagina, leading to heavy bleeding. So when raktakshaya occurs, that aggravate vata dosa. Thus, Bayu hold the Pitta and Slesma, create different yoni roga. Bhagavata pointed out that the improper position during coitus is a cause of yoni roga. Another cause is mentioned by Bhagavata is also use of apadravya. Apadravya means the use of abnormal or artificial things used for sexual satisfaction. That is, artificial penis made out of metal like iron, etc., may cause yoni roga through injury. Then second point is pradushta artava, because mithyacharana tahastrinam pradushta artavena cha jayante bija dosa cha. So pradushta artava, the word artava is used to describe as the menstrual blood, the ovum, or and intrinsic factor or female sex hormones according to place. So here the menstrual flow is coming from the uterus as a result of endometrial changes brought about by hormone. So thus, here the term Artava refers to hormones. Susruta has enumerated amenorrhea, oligomenorrhea, and pain in the vagina as the symptom occurring due to loss of Artava. These evidence indicate that Artava refers to estrogen. However, certain joniroga like bandhya, नष्टार्थवा विद्यात बंध्या संधी अनार्थवा तना संधी खरस्पर्शाच्या मैथुने like सुस्कार पुष्पक and पुष्पग्नि जातहारिणी described by Kashyapa is due to hormonal deficiency. Hence the meaning Artava in terms of menstrual flow and due to deficiency of female sex hormone can be explained and accepted as the causative factor of different yoniroga. Bija dosa. All you know that Bija dosa is responsible for all the gynecological diseases and like that is Yonivyapad also. Bija that will be taken as Pumbi and Stri Bija. So in Ayurveda, Bija is used to donate sperm and ovum, which are essential basic material for reproduction. Suchimukhi and Sandhi are due to Bija dosa. Suchimukhi Garbhavastha in during pregnant lady, if she will take that type of ahar, then her in born child, then that uterus will be that Jonimukha will be small, Suchimukhi. So that also is due to Bija dosa. Then Daiva. According to Daiva means when any cause we cannot found, then Daiva may be responsible for the disease condition because in according to the deeds of past life, good or bad of a individual, the shape in present life. When cause cannot be explained perfectly, if we cannot find any cause for the disease production phenomena, then we can think this may be due to curse of God or supernatural power or Purvajanma Sanskar, or that is due to Daiva. According to Acharana is a product which produced by creamy, and it is the main symptom. Creamy are formed due to uncleanness of the vagina. Due to severe itching, the women have excessive coital desire which pacify the itching temporarily, because it is mentioned that Jonya Adhavana Kondu Jata Kurbanti Jantavaha Sasyato Acharana Kondu Toyati Narakankmi. Jonya Adhavana Kondu. People that not clean the genital organ properly, what will happen? Then there will be formation, kondu, then janta. If not clean properly, then there will be formation of the creamy. Then due to formation of the creamy, there will be itching sensation. When itching sensation will be developed in the mid-vaginal canal, she can't itch, so she would have a sexual desire to pacify the itching temporarily. This is the main theme of this Acharana Yonivyapad, and that will be causes for vulval pruritus in modern science. According to Susruta, the lady discharged during coitus before the seminal ejaculation. Maharshi Bhagavad has described the name Vipluta Yonivyapad having similar symptom of Acharana of Charak like uncleanness, creamy, kondu, and sexual desire. So, general etiology of Acharana, if we see that unhygienic condition, creamy, and both two are the main. So, creamy have been told as the causative factor for the Acharana Yonivyapad. For the production of creamy, mainly the uncleanness of the vaginal tract is responsible. Because vagina is the secret part of the female, which always come in contact with the urine, sweating, and certain other secretions. These secretions, when retained in the secret part, they start putrefaction and originate the fungus, which leads to local irritation in the urogenital tract of the female. Therefore, everyday cleaning of the vaginal tract is necessary. Otherwise, these secretions accumulate and create a good field for the growth and multiplication of the certain creamy which produce itching. Because the unhygienic condition helps for the growth or development of the creamy, which are the causative factor for the Acharana Yonivyapad. Factor of this disorder, regular bath, and washing of the private part. Regular washing of the private part are important factor to maintain the healthy condition of the vulva and vagina. Therefore, to prevent the occurrence of the disease, the ladies are advised to clean and dry the external organ after urination and defecation. Because if we clean, again we will wear the undergarment, that will also, if there will be water, then that will be also create some smell. So we will clean and dry after each act of urination and defecation. The surrounding area of the vagina, like vulva and mons pubis, also help in the growth of creamy due to sweating. The sweating is very good media for the growth of Swedaja creamy. Thus, insect like pediculus and bacteria grow due to unhygienic condition and produce itching and inflammation. There will be itching, more scratch, and there will be inflammation become. Along with the cleanliness, care should be taken to avoid the use of allergic things such as vaginal deodorant, contraceptive preparation like cream, tablet, pessary, douche, etc. These may disturb the natural secretion of the vagina, which becomes a fertile land for easy and rapid growth of bacteria and fungus. Because Acharana there is clearly mentioned cleanliness is necessary. If you are going to somewhere, office or something, then after coming, we should we should wash our general organ with lukewarm water. And after sleep, in morning time also, during bathing time or morning time also, we should clean our genital organ with lukewarm water. So the deposition and the secretion that will be go, and there will be no foul smell, and that will be bring the genital lightness, healthy, and growth of bacteria will be not there. Because our genital organ is always covered with purpose. So due to lack of variation and uncleanness, that will be create some smell and some deposit secretion will be there, then that will be creamy will be arises due to that. So pathogenesis, what is the pathogenesis? In Acharana Yonivyapad, the unhygienic condition cause the vitiation of dosa, which provide the suitable environment for the creamy. Without the vitiation of dosa, the creamy cannot manifest a disease. If it is considered about the sick involvement, it is very clear that mainly the disease, there is Vata and Kapha dosa play an important role. Because in ladies, it is Bata durte joni bonita nam produsyati. Without appreciation of Vata not occur. And that is the kshetra of Apana. So joni vyapat may occurs. So thus Vata and Kapha create a good condition for the manifestation of the krimi, and in turn Acharana Yonivyapad with cardinal symptom itching. Anyhow, the pathology of Acharana Yonivyapad, creamy play an important role. Krimi destroy the normal structure and function of the dhatu, tvak, rakta, mansa, and produce itching, discharge, and inflammation. नहीं तो मैं एपट सेपट करूनी अधिष्ठान ध्वनि स्थान संश्रय भोग स्रोत रस रक्त आर्तव स्रोत दृष्टि अति प्रवृत्ति रोग मार्ग आभ्यंतर प्रत्यात्म लक्षण कंडु खेद एंड श्वेत क्लिनिकल फीचर जोनि कंडु अत्यधिक मैथुनेच्छा जोनि सोथ एंड अदर एसोसिएटेड सिम्पटम्स प्रोग्नोसिस क्यूरेबल complication inflammation vulvar pruritus, it is due to the special sensory innervation of the area. Underlying vascular instability result in discharge of histamine-like substance causing induction of itching. It is local cause and general cause. Local cause, vulva and vaginal organism, Trichomonas vaginalis and moniliasis. Trichomonas vaginalis is the main for this unicorn and is a pear-shaped flagellated anaerobic protozoa, mode of infection mainly by potal transport, and sign and symptom itching vulva, dyspareunia, dysuria, frothy, greenish, yellow, and offensive discharge. Microscopically, investigation by culture and sensitive test. Trichomonas vaginalis, this is the organism. Trichomonas vaginalis is the most common and important cause of vaginitis in the reproductive period. Causative organism Trichomonas vaginalis. Generally, it is due to sexual contact and by or sometimes the infection present in the urethra and prostate also of the male, so that can come to female by toilet article from one woman to other thorough examining through the examining gloves, so it may contaminated. About 25% of the women in the reproductive period, the parasite harbor the vagina in an asymptomatic state. When the local defense mechanism is lost during and after menstruation, after sexual contact, the pH of the vagina is more 5.5 to 6.5. So this level of the pH is bring a beautiful apartment for us. So all these clinical features, sudden profuse discharge, itching, irritation around the vagina, frequent micturition, dysuria. On examination, there is thin, greenish, yellow, frothy, offensive discharge, vulva is inflamed, vaginal wall become inflamed, red with multiple punctate hemorrhagic spot. On speculum, similar spots are also found over the mucosa of the portio vaginalis, part of the cervix, giving the appearance of the strawberry appearance. See, this is the strawberry appearance and how the cervix is affected. Hemorrhagic spot, strawberry appearance on the cervix. Diagnosis. Identification of the trichomoniasis is by the material by the examination is through the we can examine it in cover normal saline, then covered with a cover slip. That and also culture of discharge can be collected by the swab. Treatment in modern science giving only for 1 week or metronidazole 2 gram in a single dose, that is effective. But in this case, husband, both partner will be treated. Malaria, there is yeast-like fungi. There is yeast-like fungi, which are the normal saprophyte of the skin, producing factor relation with the that generally occur during pregnancy, oral contraceptive use, antibiotic and hormone. Mode of infection, that disease also contagious. Investigation, we can do 10% KOH or by culture sensitivity test. In this case, there will be sign and symptom: intense vulval itching, thick, cloudy, white vaginal discharge, scattered thrush or patches on the introitus and inner surface of the labia. Moniliasis caused by Candida albicans is a gram-positive yeast-like fungus. This is the moniliasis, Candida albicans. In this, there will be severe vaginal discharge, intense vulvovaginal pruritus, dyspareunia due to local soreness. Discharge on examination, vulva may be red and swollen, and oval of white flakes reveals multiple oozing spots. Vaginal examination may be tender. This is the discharge, how severe in case of moniliasis. In diagnosis can be done under the KOH solution added and cultures in Nickerson media, that is become positive. Treatment, it is correction of the predisposing factor should be done. Clotrimazole, miconazole, iconazole should be used in the form of vaginal cream and pessary. I will tell afterwards the Ayurvedic treatment, and single dose of oral therapy with fluconazole tablet is also effective. I will tell afterwards the like that. No doubt, really, this is the differential diagnosis of the vaginal discharge: trichomonas, candidiasis, bacterial vaginosis, and chlamydia infection. All these are causing the itching. So trichomonas is greenish yellow, thin frothy, and whip test is negative. pH is in trichomonasis, there is more than 5, and pruritus is more. Motile trichomonas may be seen. Metronidazole is the drug of choice. In candidiasis, body white, thick, discharge consistency, and pH is less than 4.5. Pruritus is positive, and fluconazole is the drug of choice. Then bacterial vaginosis, there is only one thing, that positive whip test, that is feces smell. Flu cell more than 20%, and metronidazole is also the drug of choice. In chlamydia, that is also present sometimes, mucopurulent discharge, though it is not that type of itching sensation, but still then sometimes during examination we can found azithromycin is the drug of choice. Really, Yonivyapad, all sort of Yonivyapad, that is due to local, in this, the ladies really suffering from Yonivyapad when we should, before that, we should do preventive aspect. We should keep the vaginal tract healthy because uncleanness is the cause of the disease. Other cause is vaginal discharge, vulval epithelial disorder, ulcerative relation of the vulva, external source of irritation, uncleanness, anal parasite, and tinea chlorosis and urticaria. But one thing I am telling, the ladies are suffering from various diseases, this type of diseases as males suffer. But some specific diseases are only invading to the female. They are the arthropodosa, Yonivyapad, and Stenoroga, etc. And what is I am telling that Yoniroga, the ladies really suffering from this type of disease. She differs from the male in various aspects due to the construction of the body, psychology, temperament, and behavior. Almost all the diseases affecting to the women, those parts of the organ are really is always possible. And ladies, due to silence, would not like to expose the organ in front of the physician, lady physician also. Even if would not like to freely discuss about the disease pertaining to that part of the organ. So she gets the diseases more and more complicated, and ultimately that will be go to asadhya category. So asadhya category. Nowadays, whatever the disease are telling, that this type of nowadays more than 30% of the ladies attending to the gynecologist due to this type of the problem. And the recurrence is very common. So then ulcerative relation of the vulva such as chancroid granuloma, inguinally lymphogranuloma venereum are also associated with the pruritus. certain source of irritation, contact dermatitis from a sanitary pad or wearing underclothes made of synthetic fiber, local external application of antiseptic deodorant, and used washing underwear by the detergent, that is also causes vulval pruritus. A persistent or recurrent pruritus of the vulva may be due to pressure, friction, excretion. Pressure at the site of unavoidable reaction of the skin after prolonged compression of the superficial vessel in a office chair or initiate pruritus in the neighboring site. And friction is inevitable in the site from the clothes, closely fitting panty. Some are due to some patients are affected by the type of pad worn during the menstruation and have been relieved by substitute soft pad made at home of cotton covered with fine muslin. Procedencia friction in obese women is also create itching. Excretion from the internal organ whose orifice open on or near the surface of the vulva may create vulval pruritus. Leakage of liquid paraffin from the anus or leakage of anal secretion due to damage of the sphincter ani has frequently been found to be the origin of a vulval pruritus. Dribbling of urine occurs due to any cause, also causes pruritus. Uncleanliness, just I was telling, which is likely to produce accumulation of sebaceous material, sweat, smegma, urinary or even fecal deposit create itching in vulva and vagina. Masturbation is due to local congestion may produce itching. Anal parasite or hemorrhage fissure may initiate irritation. Mainly Oxyuris vermicularis secondly infect the vulva from anorectal canal. Tinea cruris, the characteristics bright red circumscribed area found in the skin flexure of the thigh and outer aspect of the labia. The intense itching provokes scratching, as a result of which a secondary infection results, and that is superimposed on the primary lesion. Cabbage, urticaria also causes pruritus vulva. Urticaria is widely distributed over the body and rarely localized on the vulva in that known as angioneurotic edema. It is suddenly appear without the premonitory symptom. It may occur in the both sides of the vulva or one labium only. Squamous cell carcinoma of the vulva causes itching in early stage. Then general causes. General physical debility as seen in malnutrition, either due to poor diet intake or due to deficient absorption of vitamin due to vitamin deficiency. Anemia, tuberculosis may be the cause. Diabetic mellitus, gout, jaundice, due to jaundice also. Medication like oral contraceptive, antibiotic, after menopause due to estrogen deficiency. Psychological disturbance also create itching sensation in the vulva in case of frustrated sexual desire or like that. Inflammation, congestion, irritation or infection of the internal organ causes also pruritus vulva. So investigation we should do blood, DC, TLC, ESR, sugar, urine sugar, protein, pulse, stool, ova, parasite, etc. And also we can ask whether they are using any form of contraceptive, hormone, antibiotic, steroid, douches, etc. That also causes itching sensation. Examination will see PV examination, any abnormality in vagina, uterus, or vaginal discharge, color, consistency, we can see. Then principle of treatment. What is the principle of treatment of this Yonivyapad? Because Yonivyapad, though are 20 in number, we are specifically talking about the Acharana Yonivyapad. Among the 20 Yonivyapad, some Yonivyapad are due to functional disturbance, while in some Yonivyapad, organic pathology is involved. Some Yonivyapad harass the sufferer at the rest time, while others Yonivyapad make them over passionate. Some Yonivyapad disable the woman for sex enjoyment, while others debar the woman from permanent motherhood and makes the woman incomplete. In this way, practically, Yoniroga disturb the life of the woman. Now, how will it treat? Principle. First of all, Vata dosha should be pacified. Then other dosha should be treated according to intensity. Dietary management, pathya easily digestible, nourishing and vegetarian diet should be allowed. Apathya, Vatavarthaka diet, Virudhasana. Because Yonivyapad, among challenging problem in gynecological disorder, Yonivyapad stand far ahead, usually constitute the long-standing morbidity and mortality throughout the world. Usually they take place due to vitiated vata. These all Yonivyapad include all sort of functional and structural disorder of the genital tract, which are generally associated with itching, inflammation, pain, and various type of sexual problem, which might lead to other complications like sterility, etc. So precaution we should be take thoroughly, because it may never causes infertility. And in mild case, we should be treated early. The area of the genital organ should be kept clean. Area should be dry and aerated. Trauma or scratching should be avoided. Loose fitting undergarment is preferable. Avoidance of all type of spray, perfume should not use. Then specific treatment of Acharana. Local application of Bharti prepared with the piece of linen cloth dipped 21 times with a bile of cow or fish, or local application of quinoa mixed with honey clears the srota, relieves the itching, and so forth. It is described by Charak. Application of tampon soaked with medicated sneha with the decoction of salaki, jingini, jambu, dhabatwak, salaki, jingini, jambu, dhabatwak, panchabal kalei, kasai, sadhitat sneha, pichu, sat, useful, pichu sat, vipluta koho, means vipluta according to Bhagavata, that is Acharana like Charak. So that will be itching sensation will be developed. Pichu of itching sensation will be subsided. Pichu of Dhattakyadi Taila is also beneficial. Special treatment, avoidance of overactivity, avoidance of too warm or too tight clothing. Local moisture should be prevented. nervine sedative in case of insomnia, irritability, environmental changes in case of psychogenic pruritus. How psychogenic pruritus is occurring? Psychogenic pruritus in case of widow, one suddenly widow in a young age, and there will be environmental changes, and psychogenic pruritus may occur. Estrogen in case of menopausal changes. Antihistamine drug in case of allergy, provocate itching. Adequate oxygenation in case in constant pressure and posture. Incontinence of urine, fistula in ano must be corrected surgically. Fungal infection should be corrected by an application of a fungicidal ointment or powder. So in this Acharana Yonivyapad, really it poses a challenge to the physician. Due to recurrence of the problem, pruritus vulva poses a challenge how to treat the patient. Since time immemorial, continuous effort are being made to cure the disease or to relieve the sign and symptom of the disease. In modern medicine, the latest chemical combination prepared by the modern pharmaceutical are much successful to control the acute phase of the disease and keep the patient free from symptom, agony. But the side effect due to chemical cannot be avoided. Sometimes the side effects are so marked they lead to one another major disease. Therefore, to treat this type of patient requires a skillful planning. So, keeping in this view, we are taking the drugs because that is the Apana Khetra. So, we should take the drug which is having the property of Krimigna, Kondugna, Sothahara, Srabahara. We are taken for the patient treatment. Because Ayurveda has got a rich treasure of numerous patent drugs, but that needs to exploration of the drug on this line to meet the challenging demand. The herbomineral drugs like Gandhakrasayan, Turati, Bangabhasma Turati can be given. Herbal compound preparation Nimbadi Churna, Nimba, Aragbadha, Haridra, Manjishta, 5 gram twice a day can be given. Externally, Khadiratva, Kwatha for Yonivyapad and Khadira powder for dusting in the vulval region gives a good result. Nimba, due to Tikta Rasa, it is Kapapita Samaka, Krimigna, Kushtagna, Rakta Sodhaka. Due to Sita Vijya, it is Daha Prasamana. It is used for Brana Sodhana, Ropana, and used in all skin diseases. Aragbadha, due to Madhura Rasa, Snigdha Guna, it is Vata Samak. Due to Sita Virja, Pita, it is Pita Samak. Due to Rechaka Guna, it is Kapha Pita Samak. And Kapha Sansodhak, useful in constipation and skin diseases. Haridra, due to Ushna Virya, it is Kapha Vata Samak, Pita Rechak. And due to Tikta Rasa, it is Pita Samak. Kushtagna, Krimigna, Branasodhana, Ropana, Rakta Prasadaka, useful in all types of skin diseases. Manjistha, we are using and that is Kushtagna, Krimigna, Rakta Sodhak, Branaropak, Visagna, and useful in Yoniroga and skin diseases. Khadira, due to Tikta Kasayarasa, it is Kapha Pitta Samaka. Kushtagna, Krimigna, due to Sita Virja, it is Rakta Prasadak and useful in creamy and skin diseases. So, all these are Kondugna, Krimigna, antibacterial property. Now, mineral drug, Gandhakrasana, you are using for this because Suddha Gandha, Haredrasan, Krimikushta, Joradikan, Agnikari, Mahan Ushna, Birja Buddhi, Karoti. So, that is Dipana, Pachana, Visagna, Jantugna, Krimi Hara, useful in Kondu, Kushta, and Visarpa, and in all skin diseases. that is due to Ushna Birja, Dipana Pachana, due to it is Dipana and Pachana, due to Tikta Kasayarasa, Ushna Birja, it can absorb the Amadosa, due to Saraguna, it is act as mild laxative, and all those are excreted from the body due to Bhavana Dravya of Gandhak. Bhavana Dravya, Gandhak become more potent and destroy Rumi, Kushtha, and skin diseases. Banga Bhasma is very important for urogenital tract. Due to Tikta Rasa Ushna Guna, it can destroy Krimi. Due to Dipak Pachak Guna, it can destroy Agrimandya, and used in diseases of genitourinary system. Gandhak Rasan 2 rati, Banga Bhasma 2 rati, 4 rati, twice a day with water can be given. Nimbadi Churna 5 gm twice daily with water. Externally, Khadira can be given for Yoni Prakhalan, Khadira powder for dusting in the vulval region. This type of, we are giving the treatment and we are getting the good result, but no doubt Ayurveda has got a rich treasure of numerous patent drugs, but that needs exploration of these drugs on this line to meet the challenging demands. Due to recurrency, it poses a challenge to the physician. Since time immemorial, continuous efforts are being made to cure the disease, and to control all the symptoms of the ladies, and free to keep the patient free from this type of skin disease, this type of vaginal disease, as it is the vaginal disease, and it is occurring generally itching sensation. Generally, it is itching sensation is occurring at night time because she can't eat properly at night time, because at the daytime her mind will be distracted due to work, so she will not give that type of that cannot itching sensation cannot feel properly. But when there will be no distraction of mind at night time, she will scratch, and the scratching due to over scratching, that will be causes itching, inflammation, burning sensation, and that creates some sort of discharge and inflammation, all these things. So to keep the patient from the disease, we should give this type of treatment. Other treatment is also now modern medicine cure the acute phase of the disease, but the side effect due to chemical can't be denied. So we can cure and control the ladies with diet, regimen, ahar, bihar, and proper cleanness, proper hygienic condition is necessary, because now all are too much hurry due to their office work, due to the busy schedule, all these things. So how will we keep the patient free from the disease, and how she should not suffer the pruritus vulva again and again? We should try our best, and we should give the Ayurvedic our drug that lastly, just I am telling that in case of Acharana Yonivyapad, what is described, and that treatment may be vary from person to person, and what are the condition we will see, which organism are involved we will see. then we will give the treatment. General treatment, I was telling that Gandhak Rasayan and Bangabhasma 2 rati, 4 rati twice a day with water. Nimbadi Churna 5 gram daily with water for 15 days to 3 months, according to the condition and the situation of the patient, that we can give the drug. And main thing is hygienic. So lastly, I was telling the disease always associated with the local inflammation, condu, and peculiar type of discharge, which may produce a serious complication like sterility, as the ladies, due to shyness, would not like to expose the organ in front of the physician, even if would not like to freely discuss about the disease pertaining to that part of the organ. So it is more and more complicated, and ultimately they are terminated into asadhya category. So we should advise to them to keep the genital tract healthy. Cleanliness is necessary, and proper diet and regimen according to Charak, we will follow, then we can cure and control the disease very nicely. No doubt, our Rutucharya, Dinacharya, everything is essential, as that pelvic organ is the Khetra of Apana. So, Vata should be pacified first, then other dosa should be pacified, because that is the Apana Khetra. So, every day we should take the liquid warm water at bedtime and morning time to keep the genital tract healthy. Again, not only orally, we should not take the water, we should wash the genital tract at the bedtime and at morning time with liquid warm water, and we should keep the disease away, and that should not be occurs. Recurrency should not be there. Never again recurrency should be there. Sankhyavatah Kriya Yoga Nidana Parivarjanam is the main. So lastly, I am telling that as such it is a skeleton upon which the place of more detailed clinical and theoretical knowledge can grow. And I am thankful, again, I am thankful to the organizer, our Neha Dr. Neha Dr. Vidyut, Dr. Bandana, Dr. Priti, and Dr. Sinas. All they are arranging very nicely. And I am also lastly giving thanks to the principal sir, director sir, and the chairman sir, who gave me permission and to speak on the topic management of Acharana Yonivyapad with special reference to Yonikandu nicely. And thank you to all for your presence hearing. Thank you all again. With this, I am concluding my speech. Thank you again. Namaste. Jai Jagannath. Vande Mataram. Thanks to all.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And it was a very nice presentation. Of course, we had some network issues. So we will be sorry to all the participants. In between, little bit that voice break and the video break was there. But still, you finished very nicely, ma'am. So now we will be forwarding to our Q&A session. So I will request Dr. Priyanka to please carry on with the questions which have arrived, and some questions people also have, ma'am, for you. So I will request Dr. Priyanka.
Welcome, welcome.
Yes, ma'am. Dr. Priyanka, please. Yes. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. So, ma'am, we want to ask you that how to prevent and treat repeated infection.
The how to
Repeated infection.
which infection?
Ma'am, infection, vaginal infection.
How
we
to
can treat and prevent, ma'am?
prevent everything. What is the cause of Yonivyapad? I was telling that Sankhyapath Kriya Yoga Nidana Parivarjanam. How will it treat? How will it prevent? Means the cause of Yonivyapad is that Jonya Dhavanat Kondu Jata Kurbanti Jantavaho. So if you will keep the genital tract cleanness, and that will be local hygiene must be maintained. A tight fitting undergarment is not allowed. If it is that panty or what is undergarment, that should be washed with liquid warm water, and we will clean it properly. So, and if you will, one thing that in Acharana Yonivyapad, it is uncleanness is the main factor, and sometimes it is, if it is due to the kondu arises that due to creamy. So when it is due to creamy, some will keep the genital tract clean. With that also we can use some drugs, because drug is the sometimes in disease condition. Never prevention is very easily avoidance. Sometimes see that itching sensation is occurring due to too warm, too tight clothing. Moisture in the local area should be prevented, and sometimes environmental changes is occurring in case of aging process due to estrogen deficiency. In menopausal case, there will be dryness, will be causes itching sensation. So we should give that type of drug, soya or these things, and keep the genital tract healthy, and we can prevent the disease as early as possible. And sometimes that is the disease will be aggravated, that will be contaminated from one partner to another partner. So both partners should be treated, and use of condom during sexual activity is also essential to prevent and control the disease.
Okay, ma'am, thank you. Whether Acharana can affect fertility?
Yes, very nice, very good. Because Yonivyapad complication, upadrava, that is the Yonivyapad means not only Acharana, because in some Yonivyapad are due to functional, because Udavarta, Tatha Bandhya, Vipluta, Paripluta, all these Yonivyapad, when it is affecting, that some Yonivyapad is due to functional disturbance, while others organic pathology involved. Some harass the sufferer at the rest time, while other makes them over passionate, and some disable the women for sex enjoyment, and debars the woman from permanent of the motherhood, and makes the woman incomplete. In this way, practically all the Yonivyapad disturb the life of the woman. And the complication of Yonivyapad, that is infertility, when there will be itching, inflammation, and that will be not accept this form. And when that will be not accept this form, because then accept this form, then that will be created infertility. And in some disease that is like that causes itching, that craurosis vulva, intense itching, inflammation, and that will be vaginal orifice. That will be also create itching sensation, that also causes when more itching sensation, inflammation, angioneurotic angioneurotic edema, when that will be occurs, that will not accept this form. And lady, due to burning sensation, itching, inflammation, how she will not allow for sex, so infertility will be occurs.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. There is one more question from Dr. Navneet. How frequently vaginal washes be prescribed if patient has recurrent episode of vaginal pruritus?
How really, if you see, when there will be after each act of urination and defecation, we should clean our genital tract if there is infection, if there is itching sensation. But for because and we should wash and we should dry the organ also. And if it is the preventive aspect, we can do 2 times after at bedtime and at morning time and in the office hour also, when there will be when there will be itching, when there will be urge of urination or defecation, after that also we can do, but don't use any detergent, only lukewarm water we can use to keep the genital tract healthy. If it is possible, then we can use the Nimbadichurna, Nimba, Aragbad, Khadira, Haridra, that is antibacterial property. And if it is more severe disease, we can combinedly use all these drugs. If it is mild, then we can use the Haridra or Nimba. A single herb also we can use to control and cure the disease. And if the recurrence is there, so we should Nidana Parivarjana should be there. Never Bangabhasma, Gandhak Rasayan, we can give orally, and we should give her easily digestible substance to take in diet, and avoidance of too warm, too tight cloth, and night time she should keep the genital organ loose cloth, because lack of aeration also causes itching. So for to keep the genital tract healthy and prevent itching, this type of method we should follow, then she will stay healthy.
Ma'am, as we are practicing, we are getting a very common complaint that itching after intercourse. Whether we can advise anything for male patient?
For
male husband,
itching.
like
Again,
patient
sorry.
will complain
Huh.
itching after intercourse.
Huh.
So whether we can give any treatment to male also?
Yes, we can give. We can give any treatment, but just after, ladies cannot wash, but male person can keep the genital tract healthy with lukewarm water, and if it is possible, then also he can take. If it is a continuous process, that should not be there. If we'll keep the genital tract only with the lukewarm water, cleanness, and that will be very beneficial for male and female partner, both. And if it is sometimes occurring continuously, then only we can give the medicine. Never it is no medicine, or nothing is essential. Only to keep the genital tract healthy, we should wash the genital organ properly, thoroughly. Sometimes that discharge, when it will be dry, that will be causes also itching sensation. So to keep this thing in mind, we will ask the person, then that will be clean. And if it is always there will be there, then Haridra water or concentrated Haridra, extract of Haridra liquid is there. If we can use with lukewarm water, then that will be also subside.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much. Ma'am, one more question is there.
Yes.
On period times, some patients feels vaginal itching due to high estrogen level. What drugs will be useful to control?
No. During period time, what is happening? There will be some discharge will be coming from internal to external. At that time, the pH of the vagina is more. So due to that, and that is the media to take the organism from exterior to interior. So we should be use very soft and clean cloth, and frequent changing of the cloth is essential. And to keep the genital tract healthy, we should change the cloth. We should not keep, if it is oligomenorrhea, if it is scanty flow, still then we should change the that pad frequently, and we should use the soft pad frequently, and keep the we should wash the genital tract thoroughly during that period, because the pH that time was alkaline, and due to that only she may suffer. And from interior to exterior there will be flow, and blood is very good media to take the organism from the exterior to interior. So if will hygienic will be maintained, and that will be itching sensation will be subside. Constant covering is the cause of the itching. So we are using pad constantly. So we should bring it thorough changes, and keep the genital tract wash thoroughly. Then also we will use another pad. If it is drop bleeding also, we should change, because local Strabo deposit, when it will be in that pad, then also that when it will be dry, that will be causes also itching sensation.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Dr. Priyanka, to take all the questions of our participants. Now, ma'am, I personally have one and two questions. You just told about Khadira powder, which can be used to sprinkle on that vaginal area. So is it available in the market, or we have to make it? Is there some procedure to make that Khadira powder?
One thing that we should prepare. That will be khadira kasaya, khadira arishta, khadira arishta. Everything is available at the market. But khadira powder, fine powder, and that is also one thing. It is not about the pharmacy thing. I was telling just information you are asking. And dead tissue we should not do khadira the powder, but that should be proper khadira, that when that will be brought, and that will give to the pharmacognosy department to see if it is proper, then only we will do powder form. And why it is essential, I was telling, in case of cervical erosion, some discharge will come, and when that will be dry in vulvar come, and it will dry in vulvar region, that create itching sensation. So that type of khadira powder we should do very fine powder. And if it is very fine powder, then we can do dusting properly.
Yes, actually that was just in my mind, that this powder, how to make, because in home also very fine powder is very difficult to make.
Very difficult. But one thing, really, it is if it is only group treatment will be do, but in our OPD, IPD level, then also we can keep it. And whatever discharge always using, then with, if it is fine powder, we can keep it, we can put on the erosion part also, then discharge will be stopped. And it has the antibacterial, antiseptic, condugno, crumigno, crustagno, every activity is there.
Yes. And one more thing I liked, you just focused on the use of sanitary pads, because due to those sanitary pads also, many a times women or girls like us suffer from this itching and pruritus and all. So to all the participants, ladies participants also, I will just convey this message from on behalf of ma'am and all of us, that those during the period times, they take more caution while using these sanitary pads and select proper sanitary pads which are not at all harmful in any way. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Now I would like to invite our HOD from Prasuti department, Dr. Sudhakar sir, on behalf of his whole team for vote of thanks.
Namaskaram, madam. Thank you for your good information. I immensely grateful. Thanks to you. This is the Prabodhini webinar series 4 that Parva-4 is completed now. The topic is management of Acharana Yonivyapad with special reference to the Yoni Kandu, vulval priorities. So thank you very much, madam, for your kind, good information for our students as well as our colleagues. And another thing, Sri Babu Singh Jai Singh College Chairman, I gratefully thanks Shailendra Yadav sir, Director, Kunja Yadav madam, our Principal, Dr. G.K. Singh sir, our organizers who are taken so much risk for conducting this event, Dr. Priti Mai madam, Dr. Niranjan, Nihar, Dr. Shinaj, Dr. Ravi, and our colleagues, Dr. Bandana Patil, Priyanka Singh, Punma Yadav, Stuti Lodi, and all of our colleagues. Once again, I very much thankful to who are participants this event, each and everybody. But last and least, I am thankful to all members who are participated and successful this event. Thank you, one and all. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir, for your vote thanks, and thank you so much, ma'am, for being with us today. You have given really a very informative session it was, and we hope in future also we will be getting some knowledge from you whenever we will expect from you. I hope you will also be with us in future. And I would like to inform all the participants that ma'am is now under very emotional breakdown conditions. Still she is with us. She gave all time to us for this webinar, and the webinar is conducted successfully today. And I would like to inform all the participants that you will receive your certificates within 7 days, next 7 days. So please be patient. If you have attended 45 minutes of this webinar, then you will surely receive your certificate in the email. So now this meeting is going to end, and I would announce to all the members to be prepared for national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Jai Hind to all. So thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you to all the participants. So we are ending this meeting here. Next information we will be giving in the Prabodhini webinar group, WhatsApp group. So thank you so much for today. Namaskaram to all.